everyone, welcome back to my channel, Yapping with Regina. I am Regina. In today's video, I will be reading Genesis chapter 5 from the King James Version Bible. I will say that some of these words are difficult. In chapter 5, there are many names that I have to pronounce that are very difficult for me to pronounce. So I ask for your forgiveness in advance. Okay? Genesis chapter 5. This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. Male and female created he them, and blessed them, and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. And Adam lived 130 years, and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. And the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years, and he begot sons and daughters. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. Ooh, that's a long time. And Seth lived 105 years and begot Enos. And Seth lived after he begot Enos 807 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Seth were 912 years, and he died. And Enos lived 90 years and begot Canaan. And Enos lived after he begot Canaan 815 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Enos were 905 years, and he died. And Canaan lived 70 years and begot Mahalalel. And Canaan lived after he begot Mahalalel 840 years, and he begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Canaan were 910 years, and he died. And Mahalalel lived 65 years and begat Jared. And Mahalalel lived after he begot Jared 830 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Mahalalel were 895 years, and he died. And Jared lived 162 years, and he begot Enoch. And Jared lived after he begot Enoch 800 years, and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Jared were 962 years, and he died. And Enoch lived 65 years and begot Methuselah. And Enoch walked with God after he begot Methuselah 300 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Enoch were 365 years. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. I'm going to repeat that. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. And Methuselah lived 180 years. Repeat. And Methuselah lived 187 years and begot Lamech. And Methuselah lived after he begot Lamech 782 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. And Lamech lived 182 years and begot a son. And he called his name Noah, saying, This same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord had cursed. And Lamech lived after he begot Noah 595 years and begot sons and daughters. And all the days of Lamech were 777 years, and he died. And Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begat Shem, Ham, and Japheth. That concludes my reading of Genesis chapter 5, verses 1 through 32. That was a lot. That was a lot. Look how long people lived in those days. Now there's a verse that I was amazed about, and there are two verses that I want to dig maybe a little deeper, and that is, let me see, Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. It doesn't mention his death. Everyone else that I mentioned, they live hundreds and hundreds of years, 800 this, 700 that, hundreds of years. And it said that they died. But Enoch, there was no death. God just took him. So that is interesting. So I want to look more into that. Also, verse 32, and Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begot Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Are those the first triplets? It says, and Noah was 500 years old. And Noah begot, so at the age of 500, he begot Shem, Ham, and Japheth. So those are the first triplets in the Bible that we know of anyway. So I found that very interesting. But I do want to understand more about Enoch. Why was Enoch taken and he didn't die? That is something interesting for me to study and look more into. What do you all think? So in my next video, I will be reading Genesis chapter 6. Listen, I am so pleased about going in, reading God's word, and sharing God's word with you. If you like listening to me read God's word, please share, like, subscribe, and click on the notification button if you would like to know every time I release a video. Also, comment on what your thoughts are after you have heard God's word and after you go back and read God's word for yourself. Until next time, take care.